There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you.
What's happening, YouTube? Today I'm going to just do a product review. People have been asking me on various different pre-workouts, creatines, proteins, etc. I'm going to do in this month, I'm going to do a full review of like proteins, and people keep asking me what supplements are best, what pre-workouts are best, what post-workouts are best, what supplements do I use in the day. I'll do a review of all the supplements that I use and what I have used and what I find is best for me, just for people. I know people like to buy stuff that they've tried before, so I'll try and go through a few of them, and also going to do some frequent questions that people keep asking me in regards to diet. I'll cover a few topics on that as well, so if anybody wants anything to add on to that, then just let me know, but that'll be coming in this month as well, so stay tuned for that. But this one we're going to do a product review of, we're going to do some pre-workout, some creatine that I've got, and just a couple of little gimmicks. I'm always buying stuff in and that I use in and out of the gym, lifting straps and things like that, so I'll do quite a few of these as well. So I'm always, as I say, I'm always getting stuff, so I'll just do some reviews as and when I buy them, so you guys can see what I think of them and maybe go and get some yourself. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is this. It's back to front on the camera, I know, but it's Cellucor C4, and this is a pre-workout. The reason that I'm going to do a one on this is because I've never used pre-workout before, and this is the first one I've actually bought myself. I've had samples before, but I've never actually bought a tub myself. Basically, it's now getting to the point where I'm trying to get as much out of my gym workouts as I possibly can, so I need that little bit of extra energy. So I'll only use this on back day and leg day, usually the two major, well, not the massive parts that you're going to train, and they do take a lot out of you, the back and the legs. I don't want to be reliant on it, so I'm not going to use it for all the other ones. The only other time that I'll use the pre-workout is for days when I'm feeling a bit groggy, when I've had a hard day at work, or when I'm just not really feeling like a massive workout, so I will use that, and that does help a lot with the energy. I find with this that the taste is really good. I've got pineapple one, but I've also tried the watermelon and various other, I think it's strawberry mango as well, and they're all really nice flavours and they all blend really well as well. So that's definitely one I would recommend as a Cellucor C4. Second thing I'm going to show you is the Dynamax, and that's pure creatine. You obviously can't read that as back to front, but pure creatine, and this was recommended to me from Barney, that is his sponsor, Dynamax. He's recently just gone with them, so Barney's recommended this to me. Creatine can be very give or take with some people, that can crystallise inside your tummy and give you quite a bad stomach upset. Before this creatine, I was on the Optimum creatine, and that worked fine for me as well, but this one is absolutely fine as well. Again, no problems. This is actually a bigger tub than the Optimum, I believe, so this is a bit better value. So this one, again, the basis of creatine is it gives you a little bit more strength in your workouts and so on. You can take it whenever you want in the day. I usually have it with my post-workout shake, so I'll mix it in with my post-workout shake, and that usually works well for me. But just be careful with creatine. You may want to try some testers out first, because as I say, it can be upsetting on the stomach and can cause you a little bit of problems, so just be careful with that one. Okay, so next thing was a Christmas present, and it is a Promixx protein shake bottle, and basically the idea in this is that it creates no lumps. You get the shakers, and sometimes the lid pops off and it goes everywhere, and quite often they're not foolproof in that you still get some lumps at the end of it. So the Promixx, so you can get them online, is the idea that you have a little detachable compartment here, where you can see that it screws onto the bottom. You can either get battery powered or rechargeable batteries. The rechargeable ones are a bit more expensive, but basically you press this little button there and it spins the shake round like that. Really good. You can see all the way around. It's like a little vortex, and it's quite quick as well. You don't need to have it on for very long for it to be effective, but it's a really good little bit of kit. I'd definitely recommend the Promixx, and it's Promixx. It's spelled Promixx. It's not Promixxer, it's Promixx with double X on the end. So definitely recommend them. It's a really good bit of kit, and a little toy as well. It's quite satisfying, the little vortex in the middle as well, makes quite a nice noise, so definitely recommend that. So the fourth and final thing I want to show is this Gymshark seamless top. I've gone for the bright yellow one, but the reason I wanted to show this is because when I used to play football, I used to use a lot of Nike Pros, you know, the Under Armour X's, body armours and all that kind of thing, which is the same sort of thing as the seamless thing. But I will point out that I think the Gymshark one is actually better than the Nike Pros in your body Under Armour X's and things like that. Reason being, it's a lot better fabric than the Nike Pros. I find the Nike Pros are very, to touch and feel, that they feel on your body, they feel a bit horrible. The Gymshark one is like a cottony kind of feel, but it's also very breathable. It keeps you warm and keeps you cool at the same time, so you can use it at winter and in the summer, and it fits really nice as well. I'll put a picture on the screen now, and you will see the fitment on me, and I'm wearing a small, so it's quite tight. I wouldn't want it any tighter, but as I slim down, obviously it's my upper body's going to look a lot nicer in it, and my abs are going to come through a bit on it. But that's a really nice top. It fits and feels really, really nice, so I'm a big fan of that one. So, okay, last thing I wanted to do, just have a quick talk about, is lifting straps. There's a lot of negativity that goes with lifting straps for people that don't really understand what they're doing. A lot of people that don't understand what lifting straps are for, you know, they're calling you, oh, you're a pussy, you know, you don't need to do that. They're thinking that you're trying to preserve your hands. Well, let me tell you, that's wrong. I would highly recommend that you get yourself some lifting straps. The point behind lifting straps is that it kind of aids your grip. When you're doing, for me, when I do back, because my forearms aren't very strong, my forearms go out, kind of, they're dead before my actual back's dead. So that's killing my workout, because I can do more on the muscle I'm trying to really work, which is my back, but my forearms won't allow me to. But with these, it really, you put them on your wrist and tighten them up, and you go around the bar like so, on like that, and then you pull back like that, and it will tighten on the bar, so you've got your maximum. You're not losing out on any grip through your forearms. So my opinion on straps is that you definitely need a pair of straps. If you're not using straps, you're not getting the most out of some of your workouts, because your forearms are going to drop out, because predominantly people don't train the forearms. I've only just started in the last 2 months or so training my forearms, so it's going to take a while before they're in line with the rest of my body on strength wise. But even then, I'll still use the straps, because they do give you that extra bit of strength. Because your forearms aren't a massive muscle, they're always going to kind of fall out and not need as much work as the rest of it. So if they're falling out before your back's dead, then you're kind of wasting your workout in a sense, in that you're not going to get everything out of it. So I would definitely recommend some lifting straps. I mean, these ones are just simple Matrix Nutrition ones. I think I paid about £7 or £8 for these. I mean, you can get these really nice expensive ones, which you only have to wrap around once, and they're a lot tighter and they're a lot better feel. But if you don't want to spend a lot of money on them, don't. Just get some basic lifting straps that will aid you in your lifting, and you will find a big difference. You will maybe even go up in some weight, because later on you're used to fatiguing because your forearms are gone and your back isn't. You'll be able to lift some more weight because your forearms will be able to take it. So I definitely recommend some lifting straps as well.
That we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they